He's going on the outside of Page now. He might get him on the outside. As Neville Else tucks in behind Mick Clark. Mick Clark's cutting the loose. He's gone up towards the fence. Met Elsie in number 5 in the third. In fifth is Luke Rose. Mick Clark's taking the high line. He's doing it the hard way. He's into the fence. He's around it. He's in. The red flag will be up. The red flag is up. Race has stopped. He's off the fence. He's got it going. But it's too late. The flag's up. That's put Mick Clark out of action for this heat by the looks. Chief Stewart's called for a complete restart. Come round for the start for the second time. On pole, we've got Bluey Lauder. Behind him, Luke Rosemere. On the outside, Ian Page in car number 10, and behind him, Neville Else in car number 5. And the Flying Capri. The flag is up. No start. Mick Clark's got his car going and he's back on the track. He'll take up his position. Actually, he'll be starting rear of the field because he scores the stoppage. As Mick Clark tags onto the back, we've got Neville Else pulled back to his position out back and let Mick Clark in. The green flag's up. Mick Clark's holding back a little bit. He's going to get a jump on these blokes. The flag's down. It's going to be a drag up straight again. Ian Page got the pedal down a bit quicker this time. Neil Lauder leads him out of turn 1. Page outside of him in number 10. There's still a bit greasy out there for these blokes. But Luke Rosemere in number 10's tag slipped into third place. The Neville Else tries coming through. Now it's Rosemere into second place. He's making a bit of a charge here. Look out, Bluey Lauder, he's on your tail. In the lead, we've got Neil Lauder in car number 15. Behind him, car number 10, Luke Rosemere. Then Ballarat 10, we've got, Vora 10, I think, is Ian Page. Behind him, number 5, Neville Else, and Mick Clark tag on the back. He's still trying to feel his car out in case he done some damage when he hit the fence. But leading, starting to clear out a bit now is Neil Lauder. Doing it well in number 15. It's still a bit greasy out there. Neville Else nearly hit the side of Ian Page, but he slipped in a third. But doing it nicely now, it's Neil Lauder, followed by Luke Rosemere, Neville Else, Ian Page and Mick Clark. Neil Lauder's getting a real good lead now. Neville Else is starting the peg back. Luke Rosemere a bit. Yeah, Clark is starting to make a charge. He's gone into 4th place. He'll be making a move. Elsie's all over Luke Rosemere. He's trying to find the best line to get around him. But as they come out of turn 1 and turn 2, now Elsie's got him. Elsie's in a 2nd place. He's going to make a bit of a charge now to see if he can catch up Neil Lauder. Neville Else now 2nd place. 3rd place goes to Luke Rosemere. 4th, Mick Clark. 5th, Ian Page. Neil Lauder got a little bit untidy out of turn 2 there, but he leads it by nearly quarter of a lap. Mick Clark's making a big move now. He's now in the 3rd place. He was going from rear. He's felt his car out all right. He's gone from rear to 3rd now. Elsie's getting a bit loose coming out of turn 4. But leading the pack well was good quarter of a lap is Neil Lauder, followed by Neville Else in car number 5. 17 is for 3rd place, Mick Clark. 4th is Luke Rosemere. Looks like he's just done a tyre. He's done a tyre out of turn 4. Neil Lauder's just got the white flag. 1 lap to go for Neil Lauder. And he's put himself around. He's tried too hard. He's gone around. He's lost it in the middle of the track. He might have enough time to pull back out. He's got to watch how he comes out on the track. Mick Clark's lost the left-hand side of his car, and he's dragged Neville Else down and back straight. But Neil Lauder looks like he might do it. After losing it in the corner, he's taken the checkered flag. 2nd place now, Mick Clark. 3rd, Neville Else. Oh, Clarkie, we thought he was gone before, but he come out. He's had a good battle. You can see the battle scars. He's lost the left-hand side of his car. His fiberglass on the track somewhere. So well done to Mick Clark. Well done, Neville Else. Also, a very good job by Neil Lauder. He lost it in turn 1 and 2 with 1 lap to go, and he had enough room to get through and win it. Next event, which the SDAV Hot Rods were supposed to turn up, but they couldn't make it. So we now go to event 3, which will be the 8 Modified Productions. Your overall is number 9, Darren Conda. Behind him is car 21, Phil Collins. On the outside is Avalon 24, Barry Golightly. Behind him, Norm Fisher in car number 4. Behind them, it looks like they're going to get a straight start away. David Seville, he's into the lead into turn 1. Barry Golightly slipped into 2nd place down at turn 1, 2. Norm Fisher slipped into 3. David Jacoby's making a big charge down the outside, trying to take David Brew out, which he does. He's now in the 4th place. There's a bit of a tangle there. Phil Collins and Darren Conda. Len Ladner's down the back of the field. Let's see how long it takes Len to wind up and get up to the front. He's convincingly winning this series. So let's see what he can do from where he is. He really likes this track, and he's starting to split the pack already. He's just getting held up a little bit by car number 34, David Brehout. Looks like slowed right down. But in the lead is David Seville in car number 9. Barry Golightly in 24, Norm Fisher for 3. David Jacoby 4. Peter Murley in 5. Then Len Ladner from the rear of field now is in 6th spot. Len Ladner's just about to grab Murley on the inside, which he does. He's now in the 5, right on the tail of Jacoby. But David Seville's got a bit of a good break now. Barry Golightly's pushing a bit, and he's lost it out of turn 2, which opens the gate for Norm Fisher to come through now in the 2nd place. He's going to get freight trained here. Jacoby on the outside. Lander on the inside, now in the 4th. He's just about to grab Golightly. He's right on his tail. But David Seville's doing it nicely at the moment. He's got nobody to worry about. Still looks a bit greasy out of turn 2, but Len Ladner's now in the 3rd place. Just about to catch his old mate, Norm Fisher. They're doing it quite nicely. It's David Seville out leading the way. And number 2nd place now goes to Norm Fisher. Len Ladner 3rd. Jacoby 4th. Golightly 5th. Peter Murley, Andrew overall. Darren Conda, Phil Collins. Len Ladner's trying his best to get Norm Fisher. Looks like he just clipped the fence out of turn 2. He lost a lot of ground there. It must be very greasy out there for him. 1 lap, the white flag up for car number 9, followed by Norm Fisher, then Len Ladner for 3. It looks like David Seville's going to have a good win. He's led from the start. He started on pole. So, a win to David Seville in car number 9. Norm Fisher just come underneath. Len Ladner, sorry, to come underneath Norm Fisher. Belted him. And he got 2nd place. Norm Fisher's pointing to the steward, pointing to Ladner. Just watch these two guys. Looks like Normie's trying to tee him up. There's going to be a few words here. Yeah, Normie coming and waving the bone at Len Ladner. It's going to be very exciting later on. But it was a good win to David Seville in car number 9. 2nd place goes to Len Ladner. 3rd place, Norm Fisher. Didn't see he got 4th, 5th and 6th, but I was too busy watching Norm and Len. These two guys are very exciting when they get together. If you remember back a couple of seasons ago, they had a bit of an altercation there, but they seem to be mates again now. Look at them. Oh, Normie's shaking his head. It's all right, Norm. That's what you call racing, mate. The joys of racing. But until it's official, 1st place goes to David Seville. 2nd place, Len Ladner in 43, and 3rd to Norm Fisher. I'm just waiting on the Chief Steward's clearance. Normie doesn't look happy, but there hasn't been a decision made yet. I haven't got it all clear from the Chief Steward, so they'll just have to wait. Bob Nelson, behind him Ross Ballard. Behind him 86 is Richard Wright, and rear of field 74 is Bill Lloyd. Green flag's up, it's dropped. Scott Stevenson missed a gear there. Number 33, Tony Mule. Tony Mule's now currently Victoria 2 after the title a couple of weeks ago at Bendigo. Tony Mule leads the way down the back straight with Scott Stevenson right on his tail. He had a bit of a bad run at the title, Scott, but looks like he's got his car fired up. He missed the gear at the start, but he's driving it hard. Third place goes to Bob Nelson. Fourth place, Shane Stevenson. Shane Stevenson's got a new motor in his car, and it looks like he's going backwards. Behind him is 86, Richard Wright. But leading the way, Tony Mule, followed by Scott Stevenson with Bob Nelson. Fourth place now has gone to Richard Wright. It's just taken Shane Stevenson on the outside. Behind Shane Stevenson's number 5, Darryl White. Behind him, Bill Lloyd's come from nowhere from the rear of the field, and he's going on the outside. He must have a couple of pricks in his seat because he normally needs to give him a bit of a twang down there to get him fired up. But it doesn't look like Bill's driving it though. Anyway, whoever's driving Bill Lloyd's car's on just about to collect at the fence, and now gone on the outside of Shane Stevenson for 6th place now, about to grab him. But leading the way, doing it well, is Tony Mule in number 33. Behind him, Scott Stevenson in 44. Behind him, Bob Nelson in 75. Then comes 86, Richard Wright. Now the Bill Lloyd car, 74, now 5th. Oh, Darryl White nosedived into the fence. He's tangled with Stephen Young, and he's just ploughed into the fence. He done a headbutt. He's headbutted the fence, and they're hooked together just down and past the pit gate. The pit marshal jumped out in the track a bit quick then. He could have got splattered. But as it turned out, one of them blokes had got good brakes and they missed him. But Darryl White was going on the outside then. I don't know if they touched wheels or what, but he just suddenly done a right-hand turn, sharp right, and headbutted the fence. I hope he's all right. It looks like it. There's movement there. We've got the tow truck over there. There's another car gone into the fence in middle of turn 2. And the ambulance is up there. Looks like he's hurt as well. So it's very exciting at the moment. Don't know. I can't see whose car that one is. It's in the fence. Laps completed, 4 to go. The fellow that was leading the way, showing them the way around Redline at the moment, Tony Mule in car number 33, is currently Victoria 2. Behind him, Scott Stevenson in Redline 44. Behind him in Triple M 74, sorry, is Bob Nelson. Behind that one, it looks like it's car number 74. I don't know who's driving it. Doesn't look like Bill Lloyd. The bloke looks a bit skinnier than Bill. So I'll find out shortly who's driving the 74 car. Chief Stewart's just lining them up in their correct position. I think 86 might be in front of 74. Yeah. This is a lineup from as of lap 4, it's number 33-1. 44-2, 75-3, 86-4, 74-5, 21-6, 7 out of 5, 5 out of 7, sorry, 4 out of 8, 71-9, 24-10 and 17-11. It's 4 laps down, 4 to go. Tony Mule leading them around. Current Victoria 2. Behind him, Bob Nelson in 74. Richard Wright out of 3. And the Bill Lloyd car 4. And it's dropped. Bob Nelson. Oh, Bill Lloyd's car's breaking down something fierce, but Bob Nelson on the outside of Tony Mule trying to make the big move. Didn't come off. Tony Mule leads the way down into turn 3. The Bill Lloyd car's coming out of nowhere. He's trying to put pressure on Richard Wright for 3rd place. Then comes Shane Stevenson. He's going backwards at the moment. There's something drastically wrong with his car, and then 71 Jim Gash. But leading the way, doing it comfortably again now is Tony Mule. 2nd place, Bob Nelson. 3rd place, Richard Wright, but pressured all the way by the Bill Lloyd car. Fifth place goes to Shane Stevenson. But it's the Bill Lloyd car making the moves at the moment. He's lost a bit of ground out of turn 2. He had a couple little ruts up there, but doing it nicely. Tony Mule. Bob Nelson's given up the chase. He's happy to sit in second place. Sorry, I got that wrong, the wrong way about. 75 cars in second place. It's the Bill Lloyd car. 74 is Bob Nelson out of 4. I've been calling it the wrong way. But that's how they cross the line. First place is car number 33, Tony Mule. Second place, 75, is the Bill Lloyd car. Third place will go to 86, Richard Wright. Fourth to Bob Nelson. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. I've been calling the wrong car. 75 is the Bill Lloyd car and 74 is the Bob Nelson car. They look so identical and the numbers are a little bit hard to read, so until they're right in front of you. But anyway, it was a good drive to number 33, Tony Mule. Behind him is Dean Weston. Behind him is the Farmers in 45 and 45 respectively. Then we have number 15 from Geelong. And the flags dropped. On the outside, Des Robinson. Wayne Vanderpoel. Wayne Vanderpoel's car is dead. It's got no go. It's bad to get passed by his son. That's how no go he's got. Come on, Wayne, put your foot down. Anyway, leading the way, 63, Des Robinson. Right behind him is car number 6. This is Sean Lister. Behind him is number 19, Mark Swanson. Then comes 45 and 45, the Farmer brothers, father and son team. But leading the way at the moment, it's old Desi Robinson. He's doing it well, holding them up there. They're trying hard to get around him, but he's got the right line. They want to get past him. They've got to work for him. Jason Vanderpoel's round in turn number 2. He gets out of the way just in time as Sean Lister grabs Des Robinson and Mark Swanson goes through with him. So in the lead now, Sean Lister in car number 6, behind him 19. Mark Swanson, behind him Des Robinson at 63. Then comes Ron Farmer, Mark Collins, Ron Farmer, and Dean Weston. But leading the way at the moment is car number 6, Sean Lister. Behind him, Mark Swanson. Behind him, Des Robinson. Then comes Ron Farmer. Then number 15. I've got number 15 down here. It's Craig Swanson. It's not the Craig Swanson car. I'll have to find out who the driver of that one is. Mark Collins and Avalon 15. Sean Lister and Mark Swanson have cleared out to a good lead. Wayne Vanderpoel's chugging around there in the car number 44. That's doing it nicely at the moment. It's car number 6. 19 second. Then Desi Robinson in third for third. Mark Collins is right behind him and Ron Palmer. Gee, it's pretty hard with a croaky voice. It's getting loose. It's Sean Lister. 1 lap to go. 2 laps to go. Mark Swanson. Desi Robinson for third. Mark Collins is all over him. Come on, Desi. Coming around for the checkered flag now. It's Sean Lister. He's up a bit high. Mark Swanson made a lot of ground there. He might grab him. No. Not enough time. Good win to Sean Lister, followed by Mark Swanson. Third place looks like going to Desi Robinson. Des Robinson in Redline 63 for third. Mark Collins 4. Ron Palmer 4. Fifth, sorry. And then Dean Weston 6. The rest of the field, I couldn't tell you who they are or where they are. But there's 3 cars all painted the same. It's hard to tell what the numbers are, but they didn't do too well. So, it's about ready to drop. It drops. Mark Swanson and Craig Swanson, and Steve Cotton have a drag down the front straight. Just number 15, Swanee in the lead, followed by Steve Cotton. Then comes Gary Ainley from the middle of the pack in the third place. Then fourth is number 20, and Tony Head in fifth. But in the lead, Craig Swanson, second place, Steve Cotton. Third place goes to Gary Ainley. Gary Ainley's putting a lot of pressure on Steve Cotton there, coming out of turn 2. Steve doesn't seem to be going as quick as he did last week, but he puts the foot down a bit harder and pulls away a little bit. Gary Ainley gets him in the corners. But Craig Swanson got the lead nicely. Gary Ainley tries the inside of Steve Cotton, but he shuts the door on him. Fourth place now goes to Tony Heads, then number 20. Darren Cartledge for fifth, then 57. Stephen Otter, 99. David McIntyre, and then number 7 is Paul Morfoot. But back to the lead, it's Craig Swanson. Got about an 8 to 10k break on Steve Cotton now. And Gary Ainley's all over Steve Cotton's tail, all over him like a rash. Trying the high line, trying the low line. He'll get him eventually. Steve doesn't watch it. Fourth place goes to Tony Head, number 95. Then comes 20, 57. Somebody's gone around down the other side. The 99 car, there's a car half parked on the track. It's a bit hard to see for the dust. Car just got his nose on the track, in front of the pit gates. He must be clear. The chief got a pulled up. Now Steve Cotton's pulled a bit of a break on Gary Ainley, but leading the way, car number 15, Craig Swanson. Then comes number 8, Steve Cotton. Gary Ainley for third in 77. Tony Head for fourth in 95. Then comes car number 20. Then 57, 99. 2 laps to go. The girls have got a call out to the stewards. They haven't got a whistle up here today, so it's a bit hard for the steward to hear. But 2 laps for Swanson, coming around for the white flag. 1 lap to go for Craig Swanson. Craig Swanson's led from the start. Steve Cotton second, Gary Ainley third. Gary Ainley slowed down, tamed down a little bit. He hasn't quite got the pressure on Steve as what he had earlier on. But Steve gets a little bit wide out of turn 2. Gary Ainley breaks a bit of ground on him. But it looks like it's going to be Craig Swanson. All the way, number 15, Craig Swanson, good drive. Second place, Steve Cotton. Third place, Gary Ainley in 77. Fourth place goes to Tony Head. Fifth goes to Darren Cartledge in 20, then 57 by the looks. It looks like we're going to get a sprinkle of water. It's starting to raise a bit of dust down the back straight there. It looks like the track's holding up pretty well. It's looking pretty good. They're going pretty quick. We haven't got any times for you today. We haven't got a timekeeper or anything today. It's pretty bad up here. The green flag's dropped. I would have said a no start, but it's dropped. Darryl Reeves on the outside. Takes the lead now in 79, followed closely by 85, Michael Hume. On the outside of Michael Hume is 88, Danny Littlehouse. Listen to Reeves, the commode screaming its ring off. In the fourth place now is car number 11, John Organ. But leading the way at the moment, 79, Darryl Reeves, followed by Mike Hume. Third place, Danny Littlehouse, John Organ. Then 36, Darren, I think it's 36, Darren Hetherington. Horizontal Hetherington, they call him. Behind him, 26, Darren Jarry. Then comes 68, Naomi Flanagan, and 81, Paul Key. But leading the way still is Darryl Reeves. In 79. The Commodore screaming its little heart out down the back. You can hear it going. Reeves, he doesn't back off much. He nails it all the way. Listen to it scream. Going Reeves, he hit it and pedal a bit harder. Mike Hume on the inside of Reeves, he now trying to go for first place, but doesn't got the power. Reeves, he keeps the boot in it all the way. He doesn't back off that fella. But he's doing it nicely. He's leading them. They're attacking him, but it's not coming off. In the third place, Danny Littlehouse, and then John Horgan for the fourth and car number 11. Mike Hume trying the outside now. But Reeves, he says, no way, mate. Just stay behind me. But so leading the way, 79, 85. John Horgan on the inside of Danny Littlehouse. They had a bit of a touch coming out of turn 2 there. It's still a bit dusty on the pole line there at turn 3. And Reeves, Naomi Flanagan just got lapped, just about got cleaned up too on the way through. Darryl Reeves just about to lap number 81. But John Horgan's a big mover this time. He lost it out of turn 2 there. Mike Human, 85 is second. Darryl Reeves going a slower car. Look out, mate, he'll get knocked out. Mike Human on the outside this time. John Horgan on the inside. Dash, crash, most of the way through. That's the way to do it. 2 laps to go. John Horgan on the outside now of Reevesy. The Reevesy holds him off. Mike Hume trying to come back at John Horgan. Bit of a tap out of turn 4. The white flag up for Reevesy. Reevesy's leading the way. Let it off from the word go at the moment. 3/4 of a lap to go. Will Horgan get him? He's right on his bumper. Just about ready to nail him. But it's the Commodore versus the Falcon. Let's see who's going to take it out. It looks like it should be the Commodore. Reevesy don't do anything silly now. He's got it. A fine win to Darryl Reeves. Oh, he nearly lost it. Hey, he's blown something. Something went bang in the back. I think he might have done a diff as he crossed the line. Nah. He's a bit upset with John Horgan, I think. He might have given him a bit of a nudge there. So, first was Darryl Reeves in 79. There's a few words. Reevesy, don't be silly, you'll lose your placing. Not only that, you'll cop a fine. You blokes can get fined now. But first place goes to 79, Darryl Reeves. Second place, John Horgan in 11. Third place should go to car number 85, Mike Hume. I don't think he'll be happy. Young Mick, when Reevesy's at it, he's got John Horgan. They're playing games. Next thing, they want to be holding hands. There's no call for that, Darryl. You won the race. No need to turn into him or anything like that. Chief Stewart now speaking to him. The race has been run and won. No need to stuff it up now and lose the lot. So I dare say there'll be words in the pits when they both get down the back. Coming out now, looks like they split the heats for the standards. We two. No, it's not. Number 19, Barry Stewart. Then comes Peter Jenkins behind him. Then car number 30, then 86. Car number 30 is driven by Darren Sennett. Coming down the back straight on pole, we've got car number 74, Darren Elsey. Beside him is car number 19. It is driven in the first heat by Stephen Craig. Behind him is young Jenkins, who's getting a bit towy. Whoever's in, Brian Patterson is very pushy there, trying to barge his way through at the start. He better be careful, he might get penalised, but coming on the outside making a move there is young Jenkins in number 17, but leading it at the moment is car number 74. Patterson on the outside of 74 for second. Jenkins just lost it, third into fourth, 43 for third. But Patterson right on the tail, Darren Elsey. Stephen Murphy on the inside, split the pack. Oh, young Jenkins, oh, look at this, sandwich him. Oh, the poor little Tyrannus get sandwiched. Oh, into the fence. There goes the door panel on the track. But doing it nicely was car number 43. Steve Murphy, he split the pack. Followed through by young Jenkins. Then they sandwiched the little Tyrannus, the 74 car. Between him and 37, Brian Patterson, and 74 has gone from first to third last in less than a lap. But so leading the way, 43. Steve Murphy, followed by number 17, young Jenkins. Then 19, Stephen Craig driving in this heat. Then Ryan Patterson is a bit bashy, crashy there, a bit pushy in the black and white LH Tirana in the 37. I think the steward should keep an eye on this fella. He's knocking him and bashing. 74 just got a little bit back on him. But doing it nicely, Stephen Murphy. Young Peter Jenkins lost his driver's side door. Third place goes to car number 19, driven by Stephen Craig. Fourth place by 37, Brian Patterson, is pretty erratic. Fourth place, 74, Darren Elsey. Fifth is 86. Sorry, sixth is 86. I can't count. The Chief Steward's got the driving under an inquiry flag. I think the Patterson car might be copying that one. But number 43 doing it nicely. About to catch up with Darren Sennett and lap him. Glenn, 2 laps to go. 2 laps for Peter Jenkins as well. It's half a lap from first place to third place. It's over half a lap. Number 19 for third. 74, looks like 37's about to blow up. His car's making some funny noises in the motor department. Coming for the white flag now, Steve Murphy. 1 lap to go. Young Peter Jenkins slowed down and just taking it, going for a Sunday cruise now. Third place, number 19. Stephen Craig, fourth, 74. And Brian Murphy, I think he's... Brian Patterson, sorry, needs a few driving lessons, but 43's taking a checkered flag. Second place will go to car number 17, Peter Jenkins, if the car doesn't stop before then. It's slowed right down. But it's just a leisurely drive for young Pete. Third place is going to be tight, number 80, number 19. 86 come in for fourth. And that left 74 for fifth. But these blokes are a bit hash and crash that race. You got to watch these guys. There are a lot of exciting racing goes on with these. They get in, they bash, they crash, they push each other around. But young Peter Jenkins lost his driver's side door. I think it might have been when he come through on the inside to follow Steve Murphy through to take the lead, and then young Peter Jenkins followed him through and got in a second, and I think he might have wiped his door out. Level else in 5. On the outside, Ian Page in car number 10. Behind him, Bruce Tate in car number 9. The green flag's up. It's dropped. It's going to be a drag down the straight. Louis Lauder's got a bit more grunt than Ian Page. Leads him in turn 1. Luke Rosemary is right on Louis Lauder's tail. Ian Page doing it hard on the outside, but he'll slip in for third. No, he won't. Here comes Elsey. No, Elsey never made it. Page's gone up a bit high. Let Elsey through. Neil Lauder's gone up high. That could be costly. Luke Rosemary nearly collected him, but he did well to evade him. Luke Rosemary is second. Looks like he's just about to get taken by Neville Elts, but he's just out-dragged him. Going into turn 3. Out of 4. Bruce Tate's spun it. Bruce Tate's gone around in the middle of turn 4. The red flag's out. Just as Bruce Tate gets it going, the flag comes out. Or just as the flag comes out, Tatey gets his thing fired up. So that'll put Tatey rear of field for causing the stoppage. That's 2 laps completed, 3 laps completed. 2 laps completed. So we got Louis Lauder, Neil Lauder and car number 15 leading the way out of position 1. Position 2 we got Luke Rosemere. In third position's Neville Elts. Behind him's Ian Page. And 5th place, rear of field, is Bruce Tate. Bruce Tate normally drives the Tirana, but we thought it looks like he's decided to bring his new other car out. The flag's up. His flag's dropped. Neil Lauder. Oh, Luke Rosemere. Oh, slingshot him and just flat into the tail end of him. As Neil Lauder backed off a bit of power, Luke Rosemere still had the hammer nailed and he just collected him. But he's got it under control as Neil Lauder leads him into turn 3. There's a lot of dust down there. Bruce Tate's up high, he's using the high line. But Neil Lauder leads him. Number 10, Luke Rosemere keeping the pressure on him. And Neville Elts making sure they're all being honest there. One mistake out of them two and Elsie will grab them. But doing it nicely is Neil Lauder. Followed by Luke Rosemere. Then Neville Elts. 4th place now goes to Bruce Tate, who sounded like he just about stopped, and Ian Page for 5th. Down the back straight, Louis Lauder just hammers a machine, and you see it's down sideways as it gets some bite, it gets some grunt, and it takes off. Neville Elts trying to come in the insider. Luke Rosemere for 2nd place. but Luke holds him out. Into turn one, into turn three. Out of turn four, it's still Neil Lauder. He's getting a bit of a break now. Luke Rosemere hanging on tight for second with Neville Eltz all over him like a rash. He'll wear him out at this rate. But he's made a bit of a gap now. Will Eltsy grab him? The Capri versus the Tirana. Has Eltsy got the grunt in the little Ford? He's driving it well. He's pushing him all the way. There's 2 laps to go. Bruce Tate now in 4th spot. 5th place goes to Ian Page. Neil Lauder, he's pushed it up a bit towards the fence. He went the corner a bit hard. White flag up. 1 lap to go for Neil Lauder. There's nearly half a lap difference from Neil Lauder in 1st to Bruce Tate in 4th. Ian Page takes up 5th, but it's going to be a good win to Neil Lauder. He's been pressured a bit at the start from Luke Rosemere. Luke Rosemere will take 2nd. And pressured all the way by Neville Eltz as a big lot of mud hits me in the face. 4th place goes to Bruce Tate. 5th to Ian Page. So, a good drive there to number 15, Neil Lauder, who led from the start. 2nd place went to Luke Rosemere in car number 10, and 3rd place went to number 5, Neville Eltz. Next event will be the A Modified Productions. Round 2 in their final round, sponsored by Nolte's Bakery. This is a problem running clay at the daytime. It dries out pretty quick, the sun saps it out, and you're going to put water on it, makes it a bit greasy. So the green flag's up. On pole we've got Darren Connor in car number 9, behind him Jacoby 36, behind Jacoby's 34. No start. No start. Ladner, broken formation. Darren Connor doesn't realise it's a no start. He went up high, he pushed 21 up. Everyone broke formation, so it's a no start. If Darren Connor slows down a bit, lets the other cars catch up, they might get a restart. You must have heard me, he's done just that. The green and yellow flag are out. Telling these guys to form up. Next time round, maybe. Looks like they're giving them a couple more laps to get it sorted out. The green flag's up. We'll wait for David Brewer to catch up, but he's going to be left behind at the start. The green flag's dropped. Darren Connor, oh, into the fence. It's a hectic start. Len Ladner, he slingshot them, I told you, but on the outside. Phil Collins getting a bit of a shove there from Connor. Collins hooked on to Darren Connor at the start. Pushed just about to put him into the fence, then Len Ladner come through the middle. Leading the way now, Len Ladner 43. Second place is Phil Collins. On the outside of Collins is number 9, Darren Connor. The driving through the side of Dave Jacoby's car was David Seville and number 9. Behind Jacoby's 24, Peter Murley. Then comes Stuyvesant Norman Fisher. Behind Fisher we have Overall. Then Brew out, then Robinson. But pulling away now, showing these blokes how to go red liners. Len Ladner at 43. The Len Ladner show over again. The big mover here is David Seville. Just, oh, Phil Collins has lost it. He's over. He's got pushed 4 or 5 times he's gone. Red flag's out. Phil Collins lost it a bit in the corner, and Darren Connor just happened to be in the wrong place and give him a bit of a push, and over he went. So we've got the red flag out. Phil Collins is over in the 21 car. The crash crew, the ambulance are there real quick. Looks like he's climbing out. He's all right. Phil Collins is okay. His car looks a little bit ordinary from here. It looked like he was going to stay on his wheels, but at the last moment decided to go over. It went over about 5 times. So bad luck to Phil Collins. He just lost a little bit, and Darren Connor gave him just a bit of a nudge there, and that's all he needed. Just a bit of a push, and he was over. 2 laps down, we have Len Landner on pole. Len Landner in position 1. Out of 2 was Phil Collins, but he lost it and he went over, so it'd be Darren Connor, number 9. Then will come Avalon 9, the other 9. David Seville. It's a little bit worse from this side, but it's only a bit of steel. They still make these cars, not these cars. They still get a bit of steel, cut a bit here, cut a bit there, and a few pieces in W just viewed after that. Anyway, back to the racing. Out of 1, Len Landner. Position 2, we've got Darren Connor. 3's David Seville, 4 Jacoby, 5 Murley, 6 Fisher, 7 overall, 8 Brewout, and 9 Robinson. The green flag is up. 2 down, 8 to go. Len Landner getting to show him the way around Redline again. As he nails it, and the green flag's down. Say goodnight, everyone. Len Landner. Trying to stick it to Landner pretty closely. David Seville's dropped back a little bit. Jacoby's dropped back as well. Murley and Fisher's putting a bit of pressure on David Murley for 5th place. Peter Murley, sorry. Landner's up high. Let's Condor through on the inside to drag up the straight. They hit down the middle of the straight. Condor's in Landner's side. Lets him go. Landner leads down to turn 2, down to turn 3. On the outside now, Condor's Avalon 9. David Seville. Landner's right up the loose. He's going the long way around today. Condor got into the soft stuff, but he's lost a bit of ground, lost control, lost position 2. He's down to 3. Now Seville's about to put the pressure on Len Landner. As you hear Len Landner's car screaming its little heart out as he nails it out of turn 1. Down the straight, he's got Seville right on his tail. He's trying to chew him up, but he can't do it off Peter Murley. Oh, he's lost it. Murley's nearly around in turn 1. He's lost control. He's got it under control now. As Landner goes up high, no loose, he lets Seville in underneath him. Len Landner went up high, up into the loose, lost a lot of ground, and let David Seville through. Seville down the lead as Peter Murley goes around in turn 3. But Seville's pulled to a good lead now from Len Landner. 2 laps to go. David Seville from Len Landner. Oh boy, Darren Connor. David Jacoby, Norm Fisher, Andrew Overall, David Brewout, and Jim Robinson. The white flag now goes up for David Seville. He's got a very good lead on Landner. This will be 2 wins for Seville. It'll be 2 seconds for Landner. He won't be liking this. But it is the final round. Excuse me. As the checkered flag now comes down for David Seville. Seville first at Avalon 9. Second place now go to Len Landner, 43. Third place, the Darren Connor, followed closely by David Jacoby for 4. 5th place, Norm Fisher. 6th, to Andrew Overall. Taking on the back is 34 and car number 15. Car number 16, sorry, James Robinson. But a good drive there by David Seville. He put the pressure on Len Landner. Len Landner went up a bit high and lost it. It was a big mistake by Landner. It's not like Len. But Len Landner normally shows you around Redline, not follows you around, but he's doing it today. So their vital points to David Seville to try and catch up with Len Ladner. He's been a bit sore from hitting the fence. He must have done a bit of damage too to the other car of Steve Young's. But the green flag's up. On pole, Jim Gash. Outside Bob Nelson, who just screams to the lead. Jim Gash is stuck in the loose, in the wet stuff. He got massive wheel spin, but Shane Stevenson looks like he's picked up a little bit of power. He's got a bit of pressure on Bob Nelson now for second place. He's going to get him. He put pressure on a couple of metres ago and T-boned him. But Stevenson for second, Nelson first, Stevenson second. But here comes Tony Mule. Look out, you blokes. Vic 2's on the run. As Shane Stevenson goes a bit high, finds a bit of a bump and does a bit of a jump. But leading it nicely now is car number 74, the Bob Nelson car. Second place goes to Shane Stevenson, but oh! Tony Mule just drove into his back wheel and Scott Stevenson come up high and nearly hit the fence. It's all action here today. We had bashes, crashes, everything's happening. But doing it nicely is Bob Nelson in 74. Second place goes to Shane Stevenson in 21. Third place, Tony Mule in 33. And here comes the knob jock, tagging onto the back of him at 44. Scott Stevenson taking the high line, finding all the drive. He's going to slingshot Tony Mule any minute. It looks like there's a bit of a bump there in turn 1, 2. But Stevenson putting the pressure on Mule. Mule putting the pressure on Shane Stevenson. But Bob Nelson's high end. Here comes Tony Mule on the inside. Scott on the outside. Tony Mule hit the wet and lost it. He's gone from third down to fourth. Scott Stevenson inside his brother Shane. Oh, they're dodging, they're weaving. It's the knob jocks now in the second place. Shane Stevenson in the third, gone up high, in the loose. He's losing it, he's lost it, he's around. Nearly got Bill Lloyd. So Shane Stevenson's gone from second to fifth in less than half a lap. But here comes Bob Nelson, doing it quite comfortably. Second place now goes to Scott Stevenson. Third place now goes to Bill Lloyd. Fourth place now to Shane Stevenson. Might be fourth. I think 17's is now being lap pushed. Shane Stevenson. He's just run out and chased up another gear. He's just going to go around for a pedal. But Bob Nelson, as he nails it, his car's breaking down a little bit. But first, Scott Stevenson second in 44. Bill Lloyd third in 75. Fourth place will go to Shane Stevenson in 21. Who's just going out for a Sunday drive now. He's given up. The white flag's out for Bob Nelson. Scott Stevenson's car's gone off song as well. They sound like a pile of tractors out there. There's dead cars in the infield. There's dead cars on the track. But doing it nicely at the moment, it's Bob Nelson. Takes the checkered flag. Second place goes to Scott Stevenson in a 44. Third place will go to Bill Lloyd in 75. And the rest, well, there for the count. They're spread around like Brown's cows at the moment out there. But Shane Stevenson was doing well in second place. He had a bit of a rut and a bit of a jump, and something went wrong with him. He went from second back to fifth, and that's where he stayed. But nice drive to Bob Nelson, led from the word go. Scott Stevenson second. Third place goes to Bill Lloyd in 75. That race, that was the second heat of the mini sprints for the Christmas Derby. Should be the New Year's Derby, I think we'll change it to. David McIntyre on pole. Outside of him is car number 4, Jason Vanderpoel, the Tadpole. Behind 99 is Sean Lister in car number 6. Beside Lister is Mark Swanson. Behind Swanson looks like it's going to be Wayne Vanderpoel on 44 behind. I don't know what's going on. Car number 15 is on the back. Behind Sean Lister in car number 6 is number 20, Darren Cartledge. Behind Cartledge is Craig Swanson. So we've got the Swanee brothers out here. You watch Craig try and split these blokes. As the flags drop, Jason Vanderpoel nails his for the first time. But side by side, oh, there it goes. Number 19 through the middle. Lister's going to follow him through. 19 was Mark Swanson. He used his brains. as Jason Vanderpoel gets left on the rails. So Mark Swanson's split the pack, he's now in the lead. With Dave McIntyre second, Sean Lister third, and Craig Swanson now coming in for fourth. Craig will go up high, he'll take him on the outside. No, he won't, he makes a line off, he sits behind Sean Lister in that car number 6. But leading it at the moment, Mark Swanson in 19. As number 15 goes around. Mark Collins goes around in turn 4. But he's used his brains, he's pulled off the track. As Mark Swanson, car number 19, comes up to lap Wayne Vanderpoel in 44. Wayne Vanderpoel still getting the feel of his car by the looks. So on the outside goes Mark Swanson. Coming through now for second, Sean Lister. David McIntyre goes in the third as Craig Swanson gives him a bit of a nudge going to turn 2. But down out of turn 2, Craig Swanson on the inside just out drags him into turn 3. So Craig Swanson making the move now. So out of one we've got number 19, 2, 6, 15 for 3 and 99 for 4. 25, 20 for 5. You can pick the rest yourselves. But at the moment it's car number 19. Mark Swanson leading from Sean Lister and brother Craig. As Sean Lister starting to put the pressure on young Mark. And Craig's just watching to make sure they don't make a mistake, because he'll nail them. As Sean Lister just done exactly what I said, he lost it a bit. Craig Swanson on the outside, but Lister sort of cuts him off. But it's Swanee doing it well at the moment, number 19 from number 6, and then number 15 for 3. 2 laps to go for Mark Swanson. Can he make it 2 out of 2? He's going to make, Sean Lister's going to make sure he does it the hard way. As he comes in underneath him, under brakes out of turn 3, and Mark Swanson's lost it. He's gone up high. Sean Lister grabs him with 1 lap to go, but Sean Lister's done the same, he's gone up high. He doesn't let him in though. He's shut the door. Mark Swanson's lost it. He's gone around, he got a bit of a help from his brother, I feel. But, so, Swanee's gone from first to 0. 0 to 0 and half a lap. First place now goes to number 6, Sean Lister. Second place will be number 15, Craig Swanson. I think he gave his brother a bit of a helping hand. His brother's waving his hand out the window at him. Third place, I think, might go to 99. As the brothers are going to go hold hands and give it a bit of a shake. Young brother's not too happy about that. But that's racing. This stuff happens. So first place, car number 6, Sean Lister, who waited till Mark Swanson made a bit of a mistake and grabbed him on the inside. Nearly lost it into turn 1. Mark Swanson lost it a bit into turn 2. Brother Craig gave him a bit of a nudge, and that was good night, Dick. So Craig finished second, and Dave McIntyre 99 for third. From the back, he's got only in front of him to catch, and he's got quite a few cars to get around. But you watch him, he's going to jump him. Gary Haley trying to split the pack. It's Ron Farmer Senior from Geelong. Oh, look at Steve Cotton around the outside, all the way. From rear of field, now in the 4th place. It's 3 wide out of turn 2. They're all hooked together. Who's going to come out of it first? Number 7 does. Ron Farmer no back off either. On comes Steve Hodder through the middle, gives him a shut up the ring. And he's ringed him. It's on, he's over. Farmer's over, he's tripped over. It's all happening here. He tripped him, he nudged him, he spun it. He just hooked onto the front and he just fell over. Boy, what exciting racing. It'll be a complete restart. But that's Steve Cotton, you've got to watch him, he come from nowhere. And then the pack formed in the corner out of turn 2 and 3 and they all shoved and shunted and Farmer come off worse for wear. And he got a bit of a nudge in the front and he tripped over. Get the fire extinguishers out in case there's a fire. The driver should be alright, it was only a slow roll, he's just more like I said, not a trip over. He's trying to climb out and they're trying to push the car over. Makes it a bit harder when you've got to push a car uphill. Ron Farmer's still strapped in. I think he wants to start his car and go racing again. The officials working frantically there to see if the car's okay. But it will be a complete restart. there wasn't a lap completed. I think there might have been a fire under the bonnet. That's why they ripped the bonnet off. I got the extinguishers there ready, just in case. But it will be a complete restart. So that's another car that's out of the race for the day. Maybe you might have time during the interval break to get it ready.
I might get a break in a minute.
Into it. No start. The cars aren't ready. The announcer's not ready. And them guys think they're racing. They're a bit blind, some drivers. They don't see the flags properly. They've got to make sure they drop. It's a no-go. So, once the cars weren't properly formed up, they didn't drop the flag, they held it up. They are a bit blind, these blokes. They're wondering what's going on, but they'll sort it out shortly. So I'll wait for them to reform again. If you want to get into this class, there is a B grade for sale. It's John Sanford's. It's out at Meredith. It's a nice little car to learn in. Little Tirana, up for sale, going cheap. It's got a triaxle car trailer to go with it. He'll separate it if you like. His number there is 052 861 457. That's John Sanford. Give him a bell and you can get into this exciting racing. They're still not right yet. They haven't formed up properly. They're all over the show like a mad woman's, you know what. Gary only shouldn't be in that position. Quite only number 4, Dean Weston. Behind Weston's number 8 slipped into there. I don't think he's in the right place, but that's how it's going to stay. Stephen Hodder didn't want to play in that position, so that's where it is. So only brings them around. The green flag's dropped. Who leads them down the front straight as Steve Cotton comes on the inside, straight into 3rd place. Gary only leads them out of turn 2. Tony Head 2nd in 95. 3rd place goes to Steve Cotton. 4th place looks like it might go to Hodder in 57 in the LDH as he pushes Morfoot out of the way. Dean Weston behind Morfoot, then Gower, then Des Robinson. But leading it nicely at the moment is car number 77. That's Gary Ainley. Followed closely by 95 Tony Head and Geelong 8 Steve Cotton. As Tony Head goes up a little bit high, allows Cotton to come in on the inside of him. Not quite. He's shut the door on number 8. As only makes a bit of a break now. Steve Cotton comes at him. Tony Head again in turn 3. Out of 4. He's got head up high. He's got a head job. He's done him. 8's in the 2nd place. Tony Head in the 3rd. Stephen Hodder 4th. Dean Weston 5th and 4th. Then comes 7. 38 and 63. Oh, somebody's hit the wall. Hodder's hit the wall. He's in the fence. In turn 1. Can he get it off? Hit it awfully hard down by the pit gate. It looks like he's got a flat front tyre. His front right's flat. But start to peek back. Ainley now's car number 8, Steve Cotton. Ainley's got about a 6-car break on him, maybe a bit more. But 8 slowly pegging him back. And there's just about the same gap distance again to Tony Head. And they're miles in front of 4th place, which is now Dean Weston. But doing it nicely out front is Gary Ainley in 77. Followed not too closely by Scarlett and Steve Cotton. Then comes Tony Head. That's with 2 laps to go for number 77. 4th place now to Dean Weston. 5th Paul Morfoot. Then Desi Robinson in 38. Bringing out the rear, Tony Gower. As Gary Ainley takes the white flag. Steve Cotton's got it. Tony Head's got it. That's 1, 2 and 3, 77, 8 and 95. That's how it's going to finish. As Ainley comes up the slower car, held him back a bit, but still too big a gap. Steve Cotton to peg back. So it's a good win to Gary Ainley in 77. Good drive to Steve Cotton in 8. And another good drive to Tony Head at 95. So that was the B grade in round 2 of this series. their second heat. Coming out next should be no start. They're not ready for it. Young Hetherington was getting a bit toey there. Naomi Flanagan on the outside, him in 68. Behind Flanagan is car number 88. Danny Littlehales. Beside Littlehales, John Horgan in car number 11. Behind Horgan is Darren Jarry in 26. Beside Jarry, 79, Darryl Reeves. Behind Reeves is 81, is Keys. Beside Keys is Mick Hume in 85. As they come down the back straight. Heading into turns 3 and 4. Round for the flag. They're getting a little bit toey out there. Naomi Flanagan on the outside's got to keep up with the pole car. The pole car sets the pace and she can't do it. She does now. She moves up. Darryl Reeves is about ready to go take the big high line. As the flags drop, like I said, here comes Reeves on the outside. Into third place straight away. Him and John Horgan had a bit of a tussle after the first heat. Let's see what they're going to do this time round. As Reeves slips into third place. No, he's going backwards now. Leading the way is Hetherington. Behind Hetherington's Horgan. Beside Horgan's Reeves. As Horgan comes on the outside of Hetherington to go for first place, he's up a bit high. He might get trapped up there and allow Reeves to come in underneath him, which he does for second. They're neck and neck, but looks like the Falcon's got a bit more power than the V8 Commodore. Out of turn 4 now, it's still Hetherington leading. Horgan second, Reeves third. McKim on the outside of Reeves for 4. Then comes Littlehales, Jarry, Flanagan and Keys. But as Hetherington leads them up the back straight into turn 1, 3 and 4 now, their way. As Horgan's up high, he's allowed Reeves to come in underneath him. He's going to be stuck up there, he's going to be trapped as Hetherington's trying to block Horgan off from the outside and Reeves from the inside. Reeves is underneath Hetherington. Tried hard, couldn't quite do it, but it's now Reeves in the second place. Third place now goes to John Horgan. He slipped back. He's still up high. As the Reeves Commodore screams down the front straight. But Hetherington's holding them up. Oh, here's that tush. They're into it again. Nine Reeves half lose it. He's gone from second to third as John Horgan goes around. John Horgan's lost it. Had a bit of a coming together with Darryl Reeves out of turn 2 and the red flag's out. So it'll be Hetherington first. Darryl Reeves will go back to second. And I don't know what'll happen to John Horgan. He caused a stoppage, so he might go rear of field. But he did get put around. He got helped around. But we'll see what the chief steward does. I'm not the judge. I'm up here calling it. I call it as I see it. The chief steward, they call it as they said. And it looked like the green flag is up. Hetherington brings him round to the slow pace. He's going to see how he can hold him up and get the jump on him. Reeves, he's sitting back a bit. It's a silly move by Darryl Reeves. He's going to get a slingshot on him. And the flag's down as Darryl Reeves tried coming on the inside. Darryl Reeves on the inside of Hetherington. Cuts the pole line a bit. He's now in the first place. Hetherington's in the second. And here comes Mick Hume through. John Horgan for third. Horgan's stuck up high. I don't think he likes going this way. He keeps it up high. Oh, you spectators at round turn 1 and 2, could you stand back from the fence, please? You're too close. In case a wheel or something comes off, you'll get hit. Please stand back. We went back to the race and out of turn 4 now is Darryl Reeves in 79 leading the way. Second place now goes to Mick Hume at 85 with Darren Hetherington 36 for third and John Horgan 4th on the outside of Hetherington. Looks like he might get him down the back straight. 2 laps to go. No, but Hetherington holds him off. Going into turn 3. Reeves, he comes round now. He's got the white flag. 1 lap to go for Darryl Reeves. Looks like he's going to take this one out. That'll be 2 in a row for Reevesy. As Paul Keys goes around down in turn 4. But Reevesy's got a good break now on 85 Mick Hume. As John Horgan comes inside Hetherington for third place. So it's Reevesy first. Hume second. Horgan third. Hetherington 4th. As number 88's done a radiator hose or something, dropping a bit of water and a lot of steam coming out from the bonnet. But that's how they finished. That's 2 in a row for Roosie in 79 in the Commodore. 2 out of 2 for Darryl. So it's a good drive to Roosie. He got him in the corner in turn 2. He sat back, took his time, and he nailed him.
21.
He's just getting checked for arm restraints by one of the officials. Just having a talking to. His arm around out the window, it's not allowed. As he nails it going down past the judge's box. That's Roosie for you. There's always a show off. He's a good winner. As they say, winners are grinners, and I think Roosie's got a big grin on his chin at the moment. As car number 88 has died going through the gate. Once we clear these cars off, we'll get the second round out. On pole, on the outside pole, it looks like 63. 43 will be. Steve Murphy. Behind Murphy is car number 74. Darren Elsey. Behind Elsey's 86, which is Stuart McBain. As the green flag is dropped, they don't muck around. 43 straight into the lead. As Jenkins gives him a bit of a nudge, but it didn't worry Murphy. He said, fair luck, mate, I can handle it. He's taken away. As Jenkins sticks close to him up the back straight. So in the lead it's 43, Murphy in the lead, followed by Jenkins. Third place goes to 74. That's Darren Elsey. Fourth place, number 19, Barry Stewart. On the outside of Stewart now is 86. Stuart McBain. And Darren Sennett rings out the rear. The only race on at the moment is for first and second, with Jenkins close on the 43's tail. Stephen Murphy's tail. He's trying to get him. He just hasn't quite got the grunt, or he's not getting the traction, one of the two. Murphy's driving a good race, good conservative race. He goes up. Jenkins hits a bit of a hole there and loses a bit of ground. 74 does the same thing. 86 now in the fourth. 86 looks like he might come through for third. He's going on the outside of 74. So Darren Elsey just about to get grabbed by Stuart McBain. You going to try him on the outside? Yes. No, yes. The HQ on the outside of the Tirana. He's gone up a bit high. He's not going to get him. So 1 and 2, 43 and 17 have got a good tussle. Now 3 and 4 are having a bit of a fight. 86 on the outside of 74. He's trying hard. He just can't quite do it. 74 keeps on carting him up. Bouncing around a bit. Hasn't quite got the grunt to get around him. But it's a close contest as Murphy comes up on the lap car, number 19. Jenkins goes around with him. Weren't held up, didn't make any difference to him, so the lead is 43. Jenkins just about loses it. It looks like he's going to have to settle back for second place now. Third place, 74 still, and 86 is fourth. Then comes 30, 19, as Murphy goes around the outside of 30, laps 30. With 2 laps to go. 86 has pulled out. He's 86 this race. So first place, well, 1 lap to go, is 43. Second place is 17. Third place, 74. So that's Murphy for 1, Jenkins for 2, and Elsey for 3. Fourth place now will go to car number 30, and rounding out the end, it's 19 as 43 takes a checkered flag. Jenkins takes a checkered flag. First and second nearly lapped up to third place, so there wasn't much in it. For first and second, third place, nearly a lap down. It's coming around now for the checkered flag. So first place, a good drive to Murphy in car number 43. Second place goes to Peter Jenkins in 17, who tried all the way to get 43 but couldn't get Murphy. So first 43, second 17 and third 74. Darren and Bob Nelson stalls on the line-up as they come round for a start. The green flag up, the starter's ready, the cars are ready, the flag's dropped. As car number 17 holds them all up, and Tony Mule goes around the outside of them all and into the lead. Tony Mill leads him down the back straight, followed by Ross Ballard in 17. Here comes 86. Richard Wright on the outside of them is for third. Then 24, and then Scott Stevenson on the outside of them. Followed by brother Shane. On the inside of Shane's Jim Gash in 71. Bob Nelson, 74. And Bill Lloyd, 75. And Bob Nelson not going too good this heat. As Scott Stevenson just about to grab 24 on the outside. Doesn't quite do it, he stays up high. Allows his brother Shane to come in underneath him. So, leading the way, not quite comfortably at the moment, it's Tony Mule in 33. Second place, Richard Wright in 86. Third place at the moment is car number 17, Ross Ballard. 24's gone up high, he's lost it, he's around. 24's around in turn Miller, turn 2. Turn 3. He stopped it. He's got it going, he's off the track nearly. He's off now. So that put him out of the contest. And now led Shane Stevenson into third place. Making a big move. Now it's Bob Nelson from the back. But Shane Stevenson now in third place in car number 21. Bob Nelson on the outside of him at 74. Scott Stevenson's going to try the outside of him in 44. Not game day, tries the inside, gets him on the inside. They're doing it nicely at the moment. It's Tony Mule in 33. Current Victoria 2. Second place, Richard Wright. Third place at the moment, Shane Stevenson, sorry. Just about to get nailed by Bob Nelson. It looks a bit bumpy for these blokes up in turn 2. They lock wheels, they touch. Bob Nelson on the inside of Shane Stevenson. Gets him in for the third place. But 2 laps to go. It's Tony Mule leading it quite comfortably from Richard Wright. Richard Wright stopped. He's stopped dead, he's died. His motor's out, he's out of it. So that puts Bob Nelson in a second place. Tony Mule leading it. Got the white flag. Bob Nelson now for the white flag. Shane Stevenson third in 21. Fourth place down to Scott Stevenson. Fifth Ross Ballard, Jim Gash, and Bob Nelson. Bill Lloyd, sorry. Checkered flag goes down now to Tony Mule in 33. As Shane Stevenson makes the last ditch lunge at Bob Nelson, but it didn't work. So Bob Nelson finished second. Shane Stevenson third. Scott Stevenson fourth. 75, 17, 71, 24. Looks like that should be interval now. We're going to have a quick 5-minute interval, so I've been told. Just enough time for a quick twinkle and get back, and we'll be right. We're back into it. Flag. The starter's ready, the steward's ready, they're formed up nice. So we're just about to get underway with the racing. The green flag is up as Neil Lauder brings them down the back straight. Will Neil Lauder win it? Will Neville else win it? We'll tell you in 12 laps time. This is the final of Vanderpoel Perpetual as Neil Lauder brings them round at a nice steady pace. He nails it, the green flag's gone. Elsie's got the jump on him, the Cowboy's got the jump. Neville else into the lead. He was playing with him. He's gonna keep him honest. Neil Lauder doesn't like the fresh surface. It's not suiting him. But he'll get it under control shortly and he'll be nailing. Ian Page is coming to the inside. Ian Page now through to second place. Just sneaked up the inside. Neil Lauder give him a bit of a tap. Say, hang on mate, that's my spot. And he takes second place back. But look at Elsie. He's pulled away to a fair lead now. Barring no stoppages. Oh, as I said it, Page ran up the ring of number 15, and that let Luke Rosemere through for third. I think Page's had a bit of a steering problem. He ran up Neil Lauder's rear end, pushed his panel onto his wheel. It might be affected his handling a bit. But Luke Rosemere's on the inside. It's neck and neck as they go to turn 1. Side by side, 3 wide. You wouldn't expect Bruce Tate to come out of nowhere. And he's gone back there though. Oh, Luke Rosemere nearly went over. As Lauder holds him out, now Luke comes back at him again. Lauder's got it crossed up. Luke Rosemere's in a second spot. It's Luke Rosemere now in a second. Neville else, nobody's going to look at him at this stage. He's too far in front. And the only thing that'll stop Elsie now, the Cowboy will be a flat tyre or a failure. But Lauder's doing it hard now. He can't control the car. He's given up on it. So that leaves Luke Rosemere in the second in car number 10 from Geelong. In third, Avalon, sorry. In third place is now Ian Page in the other 10 car. Bruce Tate's fourth. Lauder's breaking down a little bit. Lauder's lost it. Lauder's lost it in turn 4. He's holding it nailed. He's not backing off. He's got the poos up good and proper now. He's punishing that motor. Listen to him punish it. He's got the rags on. As Elsie laps him, that puts him a lap down. Luke Rosemere's got a bit of a break now on Page. So Luke Rosemere should finish second. Page will be third. But you've got to keep your eye on Bruce Tate. It could come from nowhere. As Page pushes up towards the fence. Like I said, and around Page goes as Tatey takes evasive action. And Tatey's lost it. The yellow flag will be up. Your eyes out. Page has stopped in the middle of the track. Neil Lauer nearly gets him. Spots him in time. Just after Page lost it, Bruce Tate done the same thing. He lost it in front of the judge's box. Just along the judge's box. It looks like a push car's required for Bruce Tate's car. Page rear of field. The sound looks like Page has got a flat tyre. Luke Rosemere on Elsie's rear end as the green flag drops. Come on, Elsie. You've got to do it hard again, mate. You've got Luke Rosemere underneath you. He could catch you. Come on. It's neck and neck. But Elsie's got a little bit more grunt. And Luke Rosemere stays right on his hammer. That's a good tie for first and second. Third's out of it. They can fight over the minors. But the race is on for first and second. Neil Lauder's car's starting to break down a bit. But Luke Rosemere went up a bit high and slingshots down the back straight. Gets right on Elsie's rear end. Elsie's going to have to drive a conservative race to keep Luke Rosemere out. It's going to be a battle of horsepower. Neville Elts has got a back tyre going flat. Neville Elts' tyres, 2 laps to go. I think his tyre's flat. Luke Rosemere hit that run again, but he's taken over the lead. What? 1 minute laps to go. Luke Rosemere for the white. Neville Elts has got a flat rear. I told you that it put him out. I said earlier on, you'll slow him down to a flat, and that's what he's got. So it's Neville Elts with a flat running in third now, Page down to second. Luke Rosemere coming round for the checkered flag. Luke Rosemere, Ian Page, and Neville Elts. Luke Rosemere now the holder of the Vanderbilt Perpetual Trophy with a great drive. It's real bad luck there to Neville Elts. That's stoppage and a flat tyre. It doesn't do you too good, and that's what's buggered him up. He had a fair break. I mean, if they didn't have that stoppage with that tyre, he would have had enough break to win it. Bad luck, LT. Well done to Luke Rosemere. As the crowd erupts up here. Give him a clap, ladies and gentlemen. He's done it well. He's had to fight hard for it, and he's made it. So give him a good round of applause to Luke Rosemere.
Oh, that's too exciting to watch your own class.
See Avalon and Geelong.
Sorry, Avalon.
Luke Rosemere on Avalon 10. The proud winner of the Vanderbilt Perpetual Trophy for 92-93 season. Congratulations, Luke. Congratulations, other place getters too. Then runs second or third. Anywhere, don't think it'd really matter because Lenny's got it sewn up. David Seville will be clearly second. But on pole, we got Murley coming around for the start. Go lightly outside, the flag's down. It's Murley into turn 1. Go lightly on the outside. Andrew Overall inside. Let's go lightly, nearly collects a fence. Seville and Ladner side by, Seville and Fisher. Ladner coming on the inside of Fisher now, in a turn 3. It's Murley first, Overall second, Seville third, Fisher fourth. Ladner now fourth, Ladner now third. Ladner nearly second, but Murley closed the gate. as Andrew Overall coming underneath him when he went up high. Seville's going out high, into the loose. He's lost a placing now. As Andrew Overall leads him around for the final for the Noldy's Bakery Series race. But it's Overall, Murley, Ladner is going to show him how to do it this time. Once he gets a break, he'll be gone. As Overall's fighting his car out of turn 2. Oh, he's gone up high. Murley slid Ladner in underneath him. Ladner slid straight underneath Murley. He's now in a second. Ladner nearly collects that fence out of turn 2. He's now after Overall. Seville's been caught back in the slower traffic. Ladner's up high. He's lost it. He's 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th. He's way out. He's done it. He's lost all contention now on that race. He's stayed up too high. He's in the loose and he's gone. Andrew Overall starting to build up a bit of a lead. The 2 Falcons are now leading. Overall first, Fisher second, Murley third, Jacoby 4, Seville 5. Ladner back in the 7th behind car number 9, Darren Conda. As Ladner goes up high into the loose again. He's got it sideways, he's all crossed up. He's not doing him any good as Seville comes in underneath. Murley for 3rd. Conda's going to follow him. It's going to be a freight train on Murley. He went up, he opened the gate and they were all through. Jacoby now in a 3rd, 4th place. But it's Overall leading it comfortably. Fisher 2nd. Seville 3rd, Jacoby 4th. They're grouped real tight, this second bunch. 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5, 6 and 7, they're all together. They're all fighting for the minors. Ladner's made it up another posse now. As Andrew Overall goes past, he's leaving it comfortably from Fisher. Seville's right on Fisher's tail. He's gonna eat his arse in a minute. He's got 2 laps to go. Jacoby makes a big move on the outside. The white flag now up for Overall. Fisher's holding the pack up for 2nd and 3rd. It's Seville. Jacoby's waiting to get a bite at him. As Overall's got half a lap to go and Lenny Ladner makes a desperate move to gain another position. But Seville's trying up high. Ladner's inside Jacoby. Seville's up high. He's going to let Jacoby in. Jacoby for 3rd. Fisher 2nd, Jacoby 3rd, Seville 4th. He went up high. He let Jacoby in. It's over. Nice, Lloyd's a checkered flag now. Ladner's pushing Seville out of the way. Ladner 4th, Jacoby 2nd. I was a lap in front. I called it a lap too soon, but it's Overall first. Jacoby got 2nd and 36. 3rd place went to Norm Fisher in car number 4, and 4th place went to 43.
Title. That's who won. He come 3rd. I don't know who come 2nd. They just rang it through.
Just got some results from the Vic title. Run at Rose Standards, run at Bairnsdale, the Standard Saloon Vic title. 1st place went to Redline's Martin Healy. 3rd place went to Redline's Mark Randall. So well done to them 2 guys. So we don't know who got 2nd. That was the title run at Barnsdale. Martin Healy won it. So it would have been a good drive for Martin Healy. Mark Randall got 3rd. He was Vic 2 last year. No, it looks like he's lost the pause. He's now in the 3. Flag is up. This is over 12 laps also. As they're coming around for the green flag. It's Bob Nelson on pole. He jumps the start. He's got a good break. It breaks down rather badly. Going into turn 1. It's Nelson leading. Tony Muir 2nd and Shane Stevenson on the outside of them all in 3rd place. We got number 17, Ross Ballard's out already. But it's Nelson 1, Muir 2, Stevenson in 3. 4th is Bill Lloyd, 5 Scott Stevenson. As Jim Gash's car breaks down very badly. Coming past, but Tony Muir on the outside, trying to make the big move. On Nelson, he's all over him. Stevenson loses it, opens a gap for Lloyd. Lloyd in the 3. Stevenson 4 now. Stevenson 5. So in the lead, 74, Bob Nelson. Behind him, Tony Mule, 33. Behind Mule, 75, Bill Lloyd. Behind Lloyd, Shane Stevenson in 21. Followed by Scott Stevenson in 44. 24 and 71, round them out. Down the back straight, Tony Mule still having a go at Nelson. He's not going to back off. He's not going to give him an even break. They're sliding around a little bit. They're up and they're loose, but it's not too bad. As Jim Gash drives over the bonnet of the 24 car, the 24's been in a bit of trouble today. But they're off the track, they're safe, they're mobile. But if he drives through that hole, he'll never get out. Anyway, Bill Lloyd taking a big dive on the outside, trying to get Bill. As they come up to 24 to lap him. It's Nelson. Oh, Shane Stevenson on the inside of Bill Lloyd. Just threw his car sideways at him. And a desperate dive. He'll try it again here in turn 4. As Mule grabs Bob Nelson due to the slower car, and he nearly drives into Tony Mule. And Shane Stevenson now in the 3rd place. The slower traffic does affect it. You don't know what they're going to do. But at the moment, it's now Tony Mule in the lead. 74, Bob Nelson for a 2nd. 3rd place to Scott, Shane Stevenson. 4th place to Scott, 5th to Bill Lloyd. Bill Lloyd's gone from 3rd to 5th and half a lap. And he's dropped right off the pace as well. But back to the front. It's a 3-way go now. Shane Stevenson coming hard at Bob Nelson. 8 laps down, 4 to go. 4 laps to go, I think Tony Mule should do it from here. I think he's had 3 out of 3 for him, make it 4 out of 4 today. He might have run 2nd in 1 heat, I'm not sure. But it's Tony Mule doing it easily from Bob Nelson. Shane Stevenson chilling Nelson's rear end. He's about to nail him. Nelson's lost a bit of power, but he nails it again down the back straight. Coming into turn 4. It's Mule, Nelson, Stevenson. As Shane Stevenson jumps about going out of turn 2. He's not backing off an inch, he's giving it his best. Tony Mule takes a white flag. Bob Nelson nearly loses it. Shane Stevenson nearly gets Nelson. And it's going to be Tony Mule. Well, Shane Stevenson get Nelson this time. Half a lap to go for them two, for 2nd and 3rd. Tony Mule's got it comfortably. Good win to Tony Mule. Stevenson are having a go at Nelson, but Nelson got him. Bad luck to Shane Stevenson. He tried hard. He pressured him all the way. He didn't get him an inch. And lurking in the distance was the knob jockey. He would have nailed the both of them if they had mucked around. It was a very good finish to the Christmas Derby, sponsored by Real Quality Used Cars. So congratulations go to Tony Mule. Give him a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. A good drive. Bob Nelson led it at the start. Tony Mule had to work. They got up to the lap traffic, and that's where Tony Mule got him. Congratulations, Tony. Bad luck, Bob, Shane and Scott. Good drive, fellas. Next year. Out now, it looks like it will be the B grade. Round 2, their 3rd heat of round 2 of the series race. 8 Gower, behind Gower is 15. Is Mark Collins. Behind Collins is Ron Farmer. On the outside of Ron Farmer, there's Wayne Van der Poel in 44. Desi Robinson outside pole in 63. Behind Desi is Sean Lister, Craig Swanson. And the flag's down. And 20 goes, leads into turn 1. Darren Cartledge in turn 1. Des Robinson 2nd in 63. Sean Lister 3rd in 6. But here comes Mark Swanson. He was a bit upset that last race when his brother gave him a tap down the back straight and put him around, but it's Cartledge leading it for Robinson, then Lister, then Swanson. Lister on the gone up high to take Des Robinson on the outside. Sean Lister now slips in the 2nd spot out of turn 3. Turn 4, he's going to nail Cartledge. Cartledge shut the door on him, but it's Cartledge 1st, Lister 2nd, Robinson 3rd with Mark Swanson hovering on him. He's going to grab him on the outside. As Desi Robinson takes him into the rails, puts him into the fence. They both go to the fence. The red flag is out. Chief Stewart's brought up the red flag. As Des Robinson carted Mark Swanson up into the fence. Unfair advantage. It's not the sporting thing to do when you're getting past. Maybe it's something I might have done a few years ago, but you don't do that anymore. There's rules against that. So in the lead will be Lister in car number 6. End of lap 2. 2 completed, 8 to go. So it should be Lister 1, Cartledge 2nd. Des, I'd say, will be going to rear fuel because he caused the stoppage. Mark Littlehouse will be 3rd. As they come around, we'll soon find out. Des Littlehouse stopped up on the fence as Ron Farmer stopped down by the corner steward. Mark Swanson has gone through to 3. I dare say old Des is going to be put rear of field for causing the stoppage by putting Swanson into the fence. Cartledge bringing him around slowly. Lister's been patient, so Swanson. The flag's down, there goes Swanson up high. You got the jump on Lister. There's going to be a drag down the front straight, but Lister's got a bit of a blistering pace there. So Cartledge in the out of turn 2, he's in the lead, followed by Lister. Then comes Swanson. Now Lister's on the outside of Cartledge. He's going to go up in the loose. He's going to lose a lot of ground. Let Swanson through, which he does. He's got no traction up high, mate. You've got to go down a little bit. But leading the way at the moment, Cartledge. Now Swanson in a 2nd. Lister dropped right back in a 3rd. He's dropped a heap of places. He's making up for it now as they come into turn 4. He might slingshot him down the straight. As number 15 goes around, he's off the track, he's clear. And the race will continue. And Swanson comes underneath Cartledge. Swanson now takes the lead. So it's Swanson in the lead, Cartledge 2nd, as Mark Collins makes a big cloud of dust and nobody can see. So Swanson 1st, Cartledge 2nd, Lister 3rd, as Collins causes all sorts of chaos. Now Lister dives inside number 20, that's Cartledge. They're getting a bit rough out there, these guys. They're not racing for sheep stations. So it's 19 in the lead, 22nd, 6th, 3rd, 45, 4th. Anyway, out of turn 4, it's Swanson. Lister's now got Cartledge. Lister now to 2nd place. He's off after Swanson. So it's Swanson 1st and number 19. Lister 2nd as he goes up, nearly hits a fence. He does hit the fence. He's nailed it all the way though. It doesn't matter. Straighten him up a bit. But Lister sideways out of turn 4. Running 2nd. Cartledge 3rd. I think it's Ron Farmer for 4th. And the miners, oh, they're all over the show. Who knows? But anyway, we know who's winning. We know who's 2nd and 3rd. It's Swanson in the lead. It's Lister 2nd, but 2 laps to go. Cartledge running 3rd. Has lost a lot of ground. So can Swanson hold Lister off? Lister's made up a little bit of ground. Down the back straight. Lister makes up a lot more ground. There's 3 cars in it. 2 now. Swanson's out a bit tidy. Lister's up underneath him. There's 1 car in it. As he gets the white flag, it's going to be a hit or miss this lap. Lister's right on his tail. He's pushing him all the way. Swanson better watch it. If he moves off, he's lost it. Lister's right on his hammer. He's eaten his ring. As Van der Poel's died in the middle of the track, and it's too late. Lister lost it out of 4. Good drive to Mark Swanson. Bad luck there to Sean Lister. And 3rd place went to car 20 Cartledge. The minor place is all over the show, but I think it's 45, 38 and 63. And there's another 2 cars floating around somewhere. That's right, number 15 and 4. There for the miners. A good drive to young Swanson there. After getting unloaded in that last race and the last lap, he'd be pretty well peed off. So win to Swanson, 2nd to Lister. Good driving, fellas. And third place went to Cartledge, who led it for most of the way. Burgers up. We'll get a start straight off. On pole, we got Craig Swanson, who unloaded his brother in the last heat. Steve Cotton on the outside. Now this will be a good race up the front straight. And Steve Cotton leads on Swanson going into turn 1 and 2. Swanson pushes him back, pushes him up a little bit. Here comes Gary Ainley. He split that pack. He's now in the third. Look out, Swanson and Cotton. Ainley's after you. But Swanee's starting to build a bit of a lead now. Cotton in second. Ainley third. McIntyre fourth. Then Morefoot, Potter, and Dean Weston to round out the pack. But Craig Swanson's got a bit of a lead now on Steve Cotton as he gets a bit untidy out of turn 4. But Steve Cotton make up a bit of ground there. Cotton's right on his bumper now. He's just about ready to nail him as Swanson puts a foot down a bit harder and pulls away a few more cars. But he goes a bit untidy out of 4 again. Lets Cotton in. Not close enough yet. Gary Ainley's just hovering around in the background, just waiting for him to stuff up, and that'll be gotchas. But not nice at the moment. Craig Swanson, second place Steve Cotton in car number 8, third place to Gary Ainley in 77. As Swanson gets most untidily out of turn 4, let Steve Cotton come inside. He said, "Thank you very much, Craig. I will take that position from you." It's now 8 in first place. Steve Cotton in first place. Craig Swanson now in a second with Ainley third. Steve Cotton will be pretty wary of Ainley. He knows he's hanging back there. So he'll be hanging on real tight as he gets untidy out of 2. Swanson gets his nose under and he puts 8 around. 8's lost it. He did well to hang on to it, but Swanson gave him a fair shove. 8 nearly lost it, but he did well to handle it. He will go back into first place now. Bit of unfair driving. Gary only sitting there in third place. Craig Swanson might be unlucky and get put rear of field by the looks. He caused the stoppage. Unfair driving. We'll soon see from the chief steward as they come around. It will be Steve Cotton, number 8, off 1. We'll see what happens for the other placings in just a moment. The starter's ready. The flag is up. Steve Cotton's ready. He's nailed it. It's Cotton out of the lead. Swanson second. Ainley third. McIntyre fourth. And Ed fifth. It's Ainley tries getting in underneath Swanson. Swanson's backs off. Steve Cotton got a bit high. Swanson backed off. He didn't want to hit him again and have the same problem. He knows if he does it again, he'll be rear this time. But Ainley trying hard to get under Swanson. Swanson trying hard to get under Cotton. Cotton up just a little bit high. But he's tidy. He shuts the door. He's up too high now. Ainley inside Swanson. Nearly does the same thing to Swanson as what he done to Cotton before. But Ainley just throws it at Swanson. Sideways. Head underneath him. Swanson shut the door. Ainley pushing him out of the way. He's using the Ford muscle power. He just shoved that little Tirana out of the way. But it's Swanson. It's Ainley. Now, let's say he's going to get the protest flag coming inside Cotton. Cotton leads. Second place is to Ainley. Third place now to Swanson. But I don't think it'll matter. He's got the protest flag as they're hooked. They're hooked together. 2 laps to go. Ainley's going to get the black flag. Ainley's out. So Steve Cotton is back to the lead. Swanson second. Tony Ed third. 2 laps to go. Ainley's been disqualified as it looks like they're going to get an extra lap. Checkered. It's a checkered flag. Oh! Steve Cotton had to take drastic evasive action. Gary Ainley just looked over, pulled left, then pulled infield. That was a silly move. He got the black flag for the second time. So that's a win now to Steve Cotton in car number 8. Second place went to car number 15, Craig Swanson. Third place will go to Tony Ed in 95, with McIntyre fourth in 99. But Gary Ainley using a bit of shutting and shoving tactics. Not allowed. He got the black flag. That is absolute. He is disqualified from this event. Craig Swanson, second place. Tony Head third and McIntyre fourth. Just waiting on the outcome of the Chief Steward, but only has been black flagged. The win goes to Stephen Cotton in car number 8. Steve Cotton was lucky he didn't go through the fence here when Ainley pulled off the track. It was very close. But that's what they say in the classic, that's racing. That's how it goes. Flanagan. Reeves with 2 out of 2. Is way down the back today. The green flag's up. He's going to get an unfair advantage. It's a no-go. It's no start. Slow down. Don't be hoons. Hetherington tries making a third row as they form up again. On pole, we've got 43. That's Murphy. Steve Murphy on pole. Behind him's Flanagan in 68. In 19, I don't know who's driving in the final. It's either Stephen Craig or Barry Stewart. Behind him is 74, Darren Elsey. Behind him's Darren Jarry, then Darryl Reeves. Reeves is way at the back. They've come around a very fast start, but very untidy. But they let him go. They're off and racing. Murphy out drags Horgan down the straight in the turn 1. Murphy leads away, Horgan second, Jenkins third. Fourth place goes to Hetherington in 36, then comes Flanagan. 19, Mick Yearman 85. 74, then Darryl Reeves in 79, he's way back. He's got a lot of fighting to do to get through this crowd. But no one Reeves, he may do it. He may give him a nudge here and say, get out of my way, I'm coming through. But leading it nicely at the moment, it's 43. Steve Murphy, second place. John Horgan in car number 11. Third place, 17. As a protest flag is going to be given to a driver. But first, 43. Second, 11. 3. Third, 17. Fourth is 36. And then they're fighting the minors. There's 19, 85, 74, 88, 79, 26, 68, 30 and 81. But it's Murphy doing it comfortably from Horgan. Then comes Peter Jenkins in third. Darren Ellerin in fourth. Stewart fifth. And Reeves is starting to work his way through the field, but I don't think he's going to get anywhere this race. The first 3 place getters are too far in front. They're just about to lap some tail enders. John Horgan's car sounds a little bit ordinary at the moment. Sounds a bit like my voice. Bit stuffed. Anyway, it's Flanagan up on the rails as Murphy comes through. Nowhere to go, he's boxed in. He makes a gap through the middle. So look out of me way, you slow blokes. I'm coming through. As Horgan follows him. And Peter Jenkins is in third. He's stuck behind him. Then comes Hetherington. And Reeves is coming down. He's Commodore screaming. Blowing out a little bit of blue smoke. Might be due for another set of rings, I think. The way Reevesy revs this thing, it wouldn't surprise me if he had to re-ring it every week. Anyway, back to the front, it's Murphy, Horgan, Jenkins, and I don't know where they are after that, it looks like Hetherington. Stewart, Hume, Reeves. We got 6 laps down, we're halfway through the race, and Murphy's doing it comfortably from Horgan. Peter Jenkins said, well, I'm happy with third place. I'll sit back. I'll just go for a Sunday drive. Have a bit of a pedal in the sunshine. As Reeves looked into the side of the 74 car. I think that the Commodore was a little bit worse off for that one. But it's Murphy comfortably in 43 from Horgan in 11 and Jenkins in 17. That rounds out the first 3. Reeves' car, I reckon, stuck in first gear. He's just revving the nose out of it. As there's something dropped on the track in front of the judge's box. 8 laps down, 4 to go. With Murphy in the lead. Horgan second, Jenkins third. The way they're going, they might lap up the 4th spot yet. Oh, yes, they go. McHugh number 9 and 85 and 19 get a bit of a come together. And Darryl Reeve said, thank you very much. I'll just go in between you blokes. But 2 laps to go. Oh, there's a big tangle. Oh, 19's around, 85's around. They did well to evade all that. That's well done. And red flag's out. 85 and 19, they both spun together. 2 to go. That's it. The race has been declared. So that gives a fine win to Murphy and car number 43, Steve Murphy. Well done, Steve Murphy. Second place went to John Horgan in car number 11. And third place goes to car number 17, Peter Jenkin. It looks like there's some cars lined up out at the back, ready to come out. It might be a couple of ladies. Junior races, there's 2 out there ready to come out. For the winner of that, congratulations go to Steve Murphy and a fine drive. He led from the word go. Steve Murphy first, John Horgan second, and Peter Jenkins third. As Darryl Reeve wants to know what's going on. I can't figure it out. She's over, Reevesy. That's the race, mate. You didn't make it. As he bags it up and stalls it. Good on you, Reevesy. Give the crowd a bit of a show, mate. Come on, wind them up. No, he's dropped the battery terminal or something. There's an exhaust pipe on the track, just down from the judge's box. The car. We'll give them a few laps, see how they go. This is one way of getting the kids into racing. You get their licence at 13 or 14, I think it is. And they're off. Shung Brewhart nails it down the front straight. He's not scared to give it a bit of pedal. And the 24 car's not too bad either. Don't forget, these are only kids driving this. They're doing a bloody good job out there. This young Shannon Brewhart leads the way. He's not scared to nail it. He does it. Doing a good job out there, these 2 guys. Yeah, he's almost quicker than his father. He's doing a real good job. Oh, he gets a bit untidy there out of turn 4. But it gets it under control rather well and turtles off up the track. We'll give him a couple more laps. I don't know how many laps they got. I think they might have got about 5 or 6. Oh, it's been told half an hour. As these young fellas are going around, don't forget next meeting, Saturday night, another twilight meeting, January 23rd. Big day's racing is planned. It's actually the ladies from Modified Production, big title. So we had some quick ladies here last year in the open title, so this year it's the Modified Production ladies, which is the A mods and B mods. As Shannon Brewhart gets untidy again out of turn 4. But he's doing rather well, the young fella. Another one in the Merley car's doing a good job too. He's been conservative, driving everything himself, not doing nothing silly. I'd like to thank you all for attending today. Shortly we'll be having a presentation for the Vanderpoel Perpetual and the New Year's Derby for mini sprints. So once we get them guys, everything organised, we'll get into them. Thank you once again for your attendance. Hope to see you again next meeting. Drive safely home tonight. Don't go to the pub and get too drunk. Have a good night. The white flag's up for 1 lap to go. All Belmont Club members, there will be a meeting this Thursday night at the club rooms. So it's just a reminder. The next meeting was programmed for the following week, but It is this Thursday a meeting for all Belmont drivers, all Belmont Speedway Club drive members.